Just had the Portuguese Grand Prix, but the Spanish Grand Prix is already almost upon us, and it's an essential GP in the F1 season. Almost every time the team that will deliver the World Championship is on pole for Barcelona. Will it be Red Bull or Mercedes again in 2021? The circuit is in Catalonia, has been a part of F1 since 1991. Until then, the Spanish GP was held at Jerez, and before that, circuits like Jarama. Since 1991, Barcelona has held the honour of hosting the Spanish Grand Prix for 30 editions. That is not for nothing. The Spanish circuit has no secret anymore for any teams that have been testing in F1 for years. The Formula 1 teams visit the track during the winter test, so everything is already known in the database of the teams. Beside all the data, it's a very representative circuit with all kinds of corners. However, in 2021, F1 opted to run testing in Bahrain, a slight change that has also been made to the circuit. The circuit is representative for the rest of the season, is also clear for the figures of the last 30 years. 19 times the man on pole was the eventual world champion, and 18 times the winner of the race went on to take the world championship. If we look at the team, it is even worse. 21 teams that would deliver the world champion won in Spain, and in 26 of the 30 qualifying sessions, the eventual world champion would take pole, so pay close attention. Also at the 2020 Spanish Grand Prix, the ranking was Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen. Racing Point with Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll took 4th and 5th ahead of Alex Albon. On Sunday, the picture was not very different, as Hamilton drove to victory with relative ease. Red Bull Racing, however, has been making progress thanks to minor adjustments to the regulations. Where Mercedes have been able to dominate the past few seasons, Red Bull has secured a pole and a win in the first few races. Both performances were achieved by Max Verstappen, who is the biggest threat to Hamilton in the standings. With Bahrain, Imola and Portugal, we've had 3 completely different tracks and conditions, as we've also seen clear differences in how competitive the teams have been. Red Bull was better in Bahrain, ahead of qualifying. Mercedes seems to have the better car in Imola and Portugal. Who will have the upper hand in Spain, and will it be even close? Now is the big question. For the Grand Prix weekend in Spain, we can expect fairly normal conditions. There has been some murmurings of rain, but to be honest, I'd be very surprised. Until the weekend in Bahrain, Red Bull seemed to have a slight edge. Mercedes were slightly better on tyre, but the slippery tarmac helped Mercedes a lot at Portugal's. This made them look better than they really are. In Spain, the tarmac is heavier, which will undoubtedly suit Red Bull, and once again the teammates Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez will be key to both teams. Key stories on Thursday from the F1 paddock were that Red Bull have nicked 5 more engine staff from Mercedes as part of the new powertrain developments for Red Bull, which is an interesting move. Toto Wolff has since hit back, saying that only a minority of the staff have accepted the position. So it's interesting to see where that goes. Of course, we won't know the benefits for a long time, but it's always interesting to see the top 2 fighting on and off the track, and otherwise we just got a few of the normal chat going into a Grand Prix weekend. But moving into FP1, Valtteri Bottas was fastest from Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Not a lot going on in this first practice session in terms of incidents or anything like that. Both teams and all 10 teams really just got their running programs in. We did see Robert Kubica, who briefly went fastest in FP1, as also we did Roy Nissany. So good to see them. And that was pretty much all there was. There was a particular highlight for me in the session when Alonso, Vettel and Hamilton were the top 3, just for the old days. Overall, not a lot to report. And in FP2, Lewis Hamilton topped Valtteri Bottas and Charles Leclerc in 3rd. The Red Bulls were in 9th and 10th, just struggling so far this weekend. They didn't get their hot lights hooked in properly, which will be a bit concerning for them, but it did look like they'd be a few tenths down anyway. And Mercedes, they also look slightly stronger on the long runs, so far you could really say it hasn't quite gone to plan for the Red Bulls, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Before I go, here are my predictions for the Spanish Grand Prix. For pole position, I've gone for Lewis Hamilton. To be honest, I can see Mercedes having a slight edge this weekend. They've looked strong at Spain in recent years, and I think it probably will continue this race weekend, which is why I'm also going to go for a Hamilton pole, but I can see Verstappen just about doing enough as well, however, to split the 2 Mercedes and cause it to be a Hamilton-Verstappen 1-2 again, with Bottas coming home in 3rd. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to our channel on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.